So, if you cannot leave, she cannot stay. Right? This is the kind of showdown in relationships, in all relationships between men and women, naturally. And so it's not necessarily a function of modality. She does want to see that you have the capacity to do the right thing beyond even, giving her worst, in spite of her absolute protests, right? To do the right thing. And this could be that she has a emotional storm and she's seeing if you're swept up in it. But it could also be a test. And the ultimate mantra is, if you cannot leave, she cannot stay. And that is the test. And that's also the test of your own development, right? So if you are unable to, despite emotional attachment, if you cannot leave, or if you have even emotional attachment, the attachment in and of itself is a submission to her, going weak for your own desires, going weak for your own emotions, and not allowing your rationality to lead, your mature masculine to leave a situation. And so that is the fundamental building block for chemistry. And your capacity to leave, not that you won't feel any kind of way, but should situations unfold, like breaking the relationship, for example, or whatever the test may be. It could be much simpler. You can leave a relationship. That makes her feel safe. That is the foundational. It's like a relief. Like, I feel his boundary, right? I trust his masculine. And so it's not that you're threatening to leave, that you didn't just have the capacity to leave. But that is the boundary to which the attraction can emerge, can deepen, the synergy can sustain. It's all in that fundamental showdown. Are you going to blink at this threat? Really? A lot of times. I'll leave. What is he doing? Right? Where is he at emotionally? What if I talk to this guy? How does he feel about that? And the more attachment, the more drained she feels. Right? Because you're in your feminine. You're in your vulnerability, which she may even say that she wants, right? I can't. But the reality is, you have a standard, and at a certain point, that standard becomes untenable, and you're gonna leave. And that's the game of chicken, really. And sometimes they'll call your bluff just to see if it's see if you'll actually do it. And then they're faced with the paradox of wanting somebody they can't have, or having somebody they don't want. And that's what you gotta remember. You're always going to be tested to that extreme. Especially the more and more you comply. Like, it's known as the betatization by 1,000 concessions. So the million cut attempt is to check your attachment level. And if you can be attached, she wants to cut that off, because she wants a masculine to look up to have chemistry with, and that's the foundation of the chemistry. So, if you can't leave, she can't stay. important dynamic to think about. Important to break the fundamental chivalrous notion of "I serve you, my lady," right? I'm so loyal to you. Aren't you loyal to me, right? That's just assuming that she's another man, right? And she wants absolute loyalty. That's her most important feature of her attraction. That's men's most important feature of attraction. And so it's a projection. It's either projecting that, having that Hollywood notion of "I'm so loyal to you, I love you forever, unconditionally for you," etc. Having that notion puts you in a masculine to masculine relationship or a son to mother relationship. And both of those are chemistry killers, right? If you're unable to leave, she is unable to stay. Something to think about.